Welcome to a brand new edition of the Torrent 2. I'm your host Luke, and I'm here to give you all the news about the Milwaukee Torrent Soccer Club in hopefully about 2 minutes. The clock is ticking, so let's start out on the men's side. 2 new players were announced for the men's roster, and both are the first defensive signings of the new year. First, we have former German youth national and Marquette University player Stefan Baum. The announcement of Baum's signing was followed up quickly by the announcement of former Duluth FC defender Gunny Bental. The 6'4" defender hails from Israel, and the Torrent Two spoke exclusively with Protagonist Soccer writer and editor and a volunteer for Duluth FC, Dominic Jose Dicino, who told us the following about Bental. Quote, "He's a damn good defender. The man is a 6'4" dominant center back who can pull off a defensive midfield position when needed. He was a huge part of Duluth pulling off the playoff run we had last year. It's a fantastic signing for the Torrent." Bental also played for Maccabi Tel Aviv at the youth level and FC Tucson of the PDL. Last Thursday, the Torrent held a schedule release party where the dates for the women and men's games were officially announced. The women's season will start March 8th at Hart Park versus FC Pride. March 25th, the Torrent women will play their first game against new in-state rival Green Bay Glory when they make the trip up to Green Bay and play at the campus of UWGB. The Glory were co-founded by former Torrent player Kerry Giocaris. The women's season will then end on Hart Park on July 6th. We already knew the men would play their first Founders Cup game on August 10th against Miami United FC, but the next Founders Cup's home matches have been released. The next Founders Cup home game won't be until September 7th against Chattanooga. Then the Torrent will have an exciting October when they have home matches against the famed New York City Cosmos on October 5th, Miami FC on October 12th, and end the season at home against rival Detroit City FC on October 26th. The Torrent will be filling some of the open dates on the schedule with scrimmages and friendlies. They announced a scrimmage against Milwaukee Soccer Club at Hart Park on August 24th, and have teased via Twitter that more games could be announced. Lastly, if you're interested in taking a bigger role in supporting the Torrent, they are now accepting people to house players for the upcoming season. If you're interested in learning more about housing a player, please contact the Torrent at info@milwaukeetorrent.com. This is going to do it for the latest edition of the Torrent 2. We appreciate you taking the time to listen, subscribing, telling a friend, hitting like, but mostly we enjoy the fact that you like growing this Milwaukee Torrent community with us. We will be back shortly as more news breaks, and please never forget, light the fire.